Okay, everybody, so welcome to this amazing EDU Swarm presentation. I want to welcome people from all around the world, and my name is Mandy Elliott. I'm over in the Greek islands, although I come from the UK, and this is truly an international business. And tonight we've got an amazing international call. We have owner of the business, Bobby, on the line with us here, and we've got a great MLM professor from Africa. And first of all, what I want to do is introduce a great friend of mine that I worked with for quite a few years, and from Texas. I want to welcome Rick Thompson, who really is, I mean, he is here, he is there, he's out, and he's ready to support everyone. So with that, my great friend, over to you, Rick.
Well, hey, thanks very much, Mandy, and good evening, everybody. Thanks for taking a few minutes to join us tonight. We want to talk to you about our company, which is called EDU Swarm. EDU, of course, for education. In my opinion, education is power. And, the more informed you are, especially when you talk about blockchain technology and cryptocurrency, Bitcoin specifically, if you're interested, fascinated, curious, whatever the case may be, you're in the right place tonight to learn about what we're doing over here. And guys, as you go through life and we see opportunities, many of us are on the call tonight. Several of our guests that are here tonight, I see some names out there that I recognize as veterans in our industry. And what happens 9 times out of 10 is, you'll get involved. You got to, what you think is a great company, a great product, a great opportunity. And for whatever reason, usually, the ownership issue pops up, and you've got some folks out there that really don't understand what we need as far as people in the field that are trying to build teams. And I actually had been through several Bitcoin experiences personally, had some challenges like I just mentioned. And, what happened with me was I thought, well, I've got some Bitcoin and I've got it working for me in a like a savings account type thing that, pays a little bit every month, and I'm just going to leave it at that, do, a few little odds and ends and stay in the industry, stay in touch. And then this young man named Bobby Canada, who I've known for over 25 years, called me back in early April, and he asked me to take a look at what he was doing. And he mentioned a 2x2 cycler, and the first thing I thought of was, nope, been there, done that. But then he started to explain what his concept was, how EDU Swarm is different. And as I listened to it, and he asked me to evaluate it and give him my input, he asked me, if I had time that I could possibly spare a little bit of my time to kind of get involved with him. And guys, I'll tell you what, after I looked at what Bobby put together and I realized how candid the program is, how simplistic it is, I told Bobby, I said, no, I don't have a little time at all, Bobby. I've got a lot of time. I am here. Man, let's go build something together. And with that, as an introduction, guys, ownership, you can't ever discount its importance. And we are privileged to have the owner of our company on the call tonight. And with that, I want to bring in my friend, Bobby Canada, and have him tell us why he put together this program and what's in store for those of us on the right. So, Bobby, over to you, buddy.
Thank you, Rick, and hi guys. How's everyone doing tonight? And I'll just take a few minutes. And first thing Rick said, I put this together. I had the concept, I had the thought process of what we wanted, but I want to give a big shout out to the IT team that I put together, and they're just fantastic. The things they did and how they built this all automated, and it gets us excited. So just a real quick background. I've been in the industry for about 30 years. And actually one company now for the last 25, and very solid. And I'm coming up on about $4 million in earnings. And I love the industry. I believe in it solely. And my thought was, hey, maybe we could put something together that would be really for, like, say, the average person, meaning that we want to put some factors in there that would make it really sing. So I wanted everyone to be able to succeed. So what did we do? We as you're going to hear Mandy go through a little bit of the concept, but we wanted to make this a one-time out-of-pocket purchase and start something as low as like 0.01 Bitcoin, where we knew that just about everyone could afford that. And that got us excited. And then, of course, making a virtual product, being this our learning center, which you're going to hear more about, where that would automatically be able to be, where it wasn't a hard product that we had to get regulatory things all across the country to go into different countries. This is a worldwide application right off the bat. And then, of course, as Rick was mentioned, I knew and I like cyclers, but I didn't like the way they filled. So we developed a kind of a team approach cycler where you always have a group of at least 3 people working to fill just those bottom 4 positions. And of course, I won't go into it in detail, but the group concept, I think, really makes this happen because, it's not just you trying to create sales. And of course, in this program, you really need just 2 sales mathematically to qualify for commissions. And so all the components that we decided to do made this work. And I want to say one more thing, Rick, because I was in, looked at some of these other Bitcoin programs where they promise you the world and, 9% a week or whatever the heck they want to tell us. And here's the thing, guys. I'm not going to bash other companies, but here's what I will say. EDU Swarm, the mathematics of each board that pays, everyone gets paid. They get re-entered, you get put back into or you get advanced to the next level. And of course, the company makes money, but it's all a mathematical formula. So, nothing's going to break on this as long as, we do our job and people fill a board. But it's not like some of these other deals out there that, you put your Bitcoin in and then a month later it's gone and you don't even know what happened. So I just want to give you that assurance that we're doing everything we can to make this a great run and a run of longevity for the company, but also, of course, for you guys out there. We really want to change a lot of lives and make a difference in the world. And I know there's a lot of people that are, a couple $100 or a couple $1,000 a week or month would really, really make a difference too. So with that, I want to, give enough time for Mandy can give some explanation of what we have, and we'll be here for you guys. Just keep rolling with us, okay? Thanks, Rick.
Well, Bobby, thanks very much for being here, guys. I'll tell you, Bobby, it's like a breath of fresh air, and I have an unfair advantage. I've known him for, like I say, 25 plus years, and I know the character of the ownership and the quality. And as Bobby mentioned, our IT department, Denny and his crowd over there, they have taken this thing to the next level. Speaking of going to the next level, leadership's important, and ownership is certainly the top element. But then you've got leadership, and who can help me? How can I get involved in this thing, and where do we go from here? And a very, very dear friend of mine and my partner, Julie, is the lady that is open the call tonight, hosting this with us, and that's Mandy Elliott. As Mandy mentioned, she lives over in Greece. She lives on a Greek island, works, about 18 hours a day, one of the top producers in the industry. And when I spoke with her initially, about the cycler program and what was different and so forth, I got a flat, absolutely no interest. And then Mandy looks at things when she respects you. And, fortunately, we've had a great history together. She looked at this and decided to come on board. And she loves the comp plan. She loves the flow and what takes place. So with that, I want to introduce a very, very good friend of mine, and that's Mandy Elliott. So, Mandy, come in and tell the guys a little bit about the comp plan and why you're excited to be part of the swarm.
Oh, absolutely, Rick. Thank you so much. Well, I just want to also add a little bit about the product as well, because this is very product driven, and our digital product is just incredible. It covers so many things. And as Oprah Winfrey, Sir Richard Branson, Warren Buffett, and so many other very successful entrepreneurs say, you've got to keep working on yourself. And that is what is so great with all the products that we've got here, plus our marketing tools, which we can go into as well. So let's talk about getting you started. We have 2 areas that you can join in. We've got what you call bronze, which is 0.01 Bitcoin. Now, today, approximately, that's $65. It's about 50 UK pounds, 55 euro. I think it's about 85 Australian dollars towards 100 New Zealand dollars towards 100. So, it is affordable by all. So that's your bronze package, or you've got the option of the silver package, which is 0.03, and that also opens up the bronze package. So that's literally just 3 times the amounts I've just mentioned. So how does this work? Well, and you just heard Bobby say that there's always people, we're working as a team. It's not your regular cycler. So if you take this top left image where you see you here on this bottom row, now when you join, you can arrive on any of these 4 of the bottom row positions, but let's just say that you are here where it says the word you, and above you, you'll have your sponsor, and there will be, you know, be populated above your sponsor. Your enroller is someone else. So you've already got 3 people plus you. And the next person that's introduced, let's say the next person is introduced by your enroller, that person will land parallel to you. And let's say this person at the top of this matrix introduces the person, they'll land in the next parallel position. And then let's say you introduce someone to an EDU Swarm membership, they'll fill the final position. And that completes the cycle. So the person at the top's matrix is filled. And then you step up a level here. So you're going up like stepping stones. So you've still got your enroller. That's a person still going to be working with you. You've got you, and the person beside you is already in this matrix. So there's already 3 of you, and there's 4 positions just below here to fill. So it doesn't matter who introduces. You may introduce someone to an EDU Swarm membership, then your enroller may, then this other person may introduce 1 or 2. It fills across, and then that again, it cycles so that you then go to the top of your matrix. You've already got 2 people in your downline. So again, there's always 3 of you, and you complete by filling in these 4 bottom positions as a team. So, you know, when you've got the first one here, that's 4 of you working together to fill 3 positions. The next one, that's 5 of you working to fill 2 positions. Then there's 6 of you, and whoever introduces the final one, that completes your cycle, and you are paid. Now, I will underline, the first time you cycle any one of these matrices, you will be paid a smaller amount of commission because the bulk is used to open up the next income stream. And there's 5 of these in total. So let's say you cycle in bronze, that will open up silver. If you buy in at the 0.03, you've already got both these packages working for you. So therefore, you know, you get paid on your bronze. And then when you cycle the silver here, you will then open up gold. When you cycle up gold, you open up platinum. And when you cycle platinum, you will open up the diamond. And each time the commissions get higher and higher. So you get 0.02 is your commission for bronze each cycle. And you get a free re-entry. So when you cycle, you will go back and you land back into the matrix of the person, your enroller, that's your sponsor, the person that introduced you, and you start the process again. But it does get quicker and quicker because it's a follow me. So anyone you introduce, when they cycle, they will come back and rejoin you. So you've got new people arriving, you've got existing people recycling, and again, it's teamwork all the way through. So you've got the 5 stages that you can work your way up through, and the commissions, 0.02 for bronze, 0.04 Bitcoin for silver, and you've got 0.1 of a Bitcoin is per cycle in gold, 0.2 of a Bitcoin is platinum, and then 0.4 of a Bitcoin is each cycle when you're there at diamond. So that is the absolute beauty. So you can be earning Bitcoin over and over, monthly, weekly, daily, hourly. There's 5 stages here, absolute beautiful, all for that one time, out-of-pocket cost. There's no monthly fees. There's none of this auto ship or anything like that. And of course, you've got the product access, which is just amazing. I'm a big fan of personal development. I clicked on that area. Wow, blew my socks off. It really was great. But there's training on, you know, how to use Facebook, LinkedIn, how to get your YouTube videos at the top rankings. There's so much. Card games, you mention it. So with that, I mean, I probably overspent my time here. I'm going to hand you back to Rick. Thank you, Rick.
Well, thank you, Andy, and I'll tell you, you're right. You know, the exciting thing about this is, of course, as a follow me cycler, and with it only being a 2x2 and having at least 3 people, you know, on the board when you start. Each time you start, you're going to have a minimum of those 3 people, and of course, as Mandy just mentioned, we're all going to work together to fill the board and cycle. Now, you know, what we have here, guys, is something that like I've never seen before, and the beautiful part about it is that it's not a get-rich-quick program. It's a great affiliate program, and it's built and designed for the international concept in the world out there. And, you know, the next guest we have for tonight, I'm proud to say has been, my partner and Julie's partner off and on for, well, actually, we teamed up the first time. We've known each other, since back in the 80s, but we got together back in the early 90s with a company and had a great success. We worked together off and on through the years. And this gentleman I have tremendous respect for. He is currently living over in Nairobi, Kenya. Been over there for about 10 years. And when, Kenny, found out about this program, his moniker is the MLM professor, and I thought, wow, here we go. And so I called Kenny, told him about it. He got all excited, ready to rock and roll. And he is with us tonight, even though it's 4 o'clock. Actually, it's 4 o'clock in the morning in Greece, 4 o'clock in the morning in Nairobi, Kenya. So Mandy and Kenny are on the same timeline. But Kenny, come on in and tell us how this is working for you in Africa.
Can you hear me okay, Rick?
Hear you perfect, buddy. Go ahead.
Okay, great. Well, I was extremely interested in what Bobby had put together when Rick first called me. And I had a couple of quick questions because being in the industry for over 36 years now, actually, and about 25 of those years spent in the regulatory compliance legal end of the industry, I was very well versed in the industry in terms of various laws that pertain to opportunities that are promoting a coin or a token or that involve Bitcoin mining or trading. And so when Rick first called, I said, does the program have anything to do with the buying and selling of a coin or a token? And Rick said, no. I said, great. Does it have anything to do with Bitcoin mining? He said, no. I said, great. I said, does it have anything to do with trading at all? And Rick said, no. And I said, great. And I said, the reason why I asked those questions is regulators have already determined that those types of programs that are being marketed through a network marketing opportunity are deemed to be illegal Ponzi or pyramid schemes because they are in essence promoting an investment or a security, or in the case of Bitcoin mining, an unregistered security. And without a securities license on the part of the company and all of the reps, the program is automatically considered to be a Ponzi or a pyramid scheme by regulators. And right now our industry is being inundated with those types of programs. And so I said, once I understood that that's what they were not doing, I wanted to get more into what is the concept of the company. And when I found out that it combined basically online education with online games, which are two major internet trends, I said, okay, I'm interested, because you've got something that in most parts of the world, education is a major priority. And once I understood how affordable the program was going to be, I said, okay, here's something that would appeal to the masses, that's affordable for the masses, that really anybody can participate in. And so I said, let me make a couple of phone calls to some former leaders of mine in another company. And so I made a few phone calls. I invited 4 of the top leaders in our last company here in Africa to meet with me in Nairobi. 2 of them showed up, and unbeknownst to me, one of them brought 6 people with him, and another one brought 1. So there were a total of 9 people there. I showed them basically the concept of the company, explained how this very innovative 2x2 team building recycler plan works. And within 20 minutes, all 9 were pulling out their Bitcoin wallets and wanting to join. And this is the first night I've even given a presentation on this, and I'm thinking, I've never had that happen before, where I got 100% of everybody to join that quickly. And so I said, this is going to be huge. And so I went to work, and so to date, so far, I've enrolled about 19 people personally, just really getting started. And I've already cycled several times through boards 1 and 2. And so what excites me is the fact that when you cycle through all 5 boards, you can actually earn not just up to 0.76 Bitcoin, but actually more than that, because you'll cycle through the first few boards several times before you even reach and complete the 5th stage or board. Right now, 0.76 Bitcoin at the time of this event, July 12th, is worth around $5,000 roughly at the moment. And what excites me is that could be earned on a monthly basis, a weekly basis, even a daily basis. But what if Bitcoin doubles in value over the course of, say, the next 12 months? Then that 0.76 Bitcoin that you can earn if you just went through each of the 5 stages just one time is now worth upwards of $10,000. And that's if it just doubles to around $13,000 in value a coin. There's a lot of experts that think that the coin could get back up into the $20,000, $25,000 range or more, in the next year or two. And so by going to work now, the harvest could actually be 2 or 3 times bigger or more lucrative a year from now. And so this is the reason why people that are ambitious and motivated really need to take massive action right now and build the biggest team they can as fast as they can, because the income that can be earned right now is very, very lucrative, but our income could easily double without having to work twice as hard, strictly on the basis of Bitcoin doubling in value. And I don't think there's any question that that's probably going to happen within the next year to 2 years at the most. And so if you think this is a lucrative opportunity now, it's going to become twice as lucrative. So the more valuable Bitcoin becomes, the greater our income earning potential. And so I'm really excited about the opportunity, because we have something that for the international markets, for markets like Africa, for example, or for markets like India, or a lot of various countries in Asia, we have a program that's affordable for the masses. It's achievable because people can refer as few as 2 people. And with this team building concept, they can actually succeed, move through the various steps, go through cycles, earn some extra income, earn some extra free Bitcoin. And so in essence, they can take their smartphone, their iPad, or their laptop and turn it into their own portable Bitcoin ATM machine, if you will. And so we've got something that's affordable. We've got something that's achievable. We've got something that's fairly easy. We have something of value to people. And most importantly, we have something that's legal. And so for those reasons, I really am excited about the opportunity, Rick. And so I'll turn the call back over to you.
Well, hey, thanks, Kenny. You're exactly right, guys. What Kenny and Mandy see and know, and how this fits the international profile was incredible. And the thing that had to be done in order to effectuate that was to have the program set up so that it's Bitcoin in and Bitcoin out. It's a simple affiliate referral program. You come in, make your one-time out-of-pocket purchase, as Bobby and everybody mentioned. You take off on the cycler, and everybody helps fill, each different level of the stage that you're on. You get paid. I have a little saying, it's called wash, rinse, and repeat. It's that simple. And the real key here is you've got great products, so get in, share it, get an understanding of exactly how to build this thing, get with the person that brought you to the company, to the call, develop a game plan. Like Kenny said, take massive action. What you do over the next 30 to 60 days could build a tremendous future in the cryptocurrency market for you for years to come. The blockchain technology is not going away. Bitcoin is a granddaddy of all of the crypto coins out there. That's why we chose to use it. You can actually purchase it and redeem it for value worldwide. And as you heard tonight with Bobby, where his head and his heart's at. I'm proud to be here and carry the banner for EDU Swarm. Now, we're going to have this call once a week on Thursday night, 8 p.m. Central. We encourage you, go to EDU Swarm, to the Facebook page. It's a private group. You have to be a member. So those of you who are guests tonight, when you go on and you register and you come into the company, right on the home page, it says, don't forget to join our Facebook page. And we have all kinds of information in there. This call is being recorded. It'll be up there. And then we're going to be having some training calls. Watch your emails. We've got a great system coming for our members as far as a marketing program that is internal and been put together by, some of the top people in the development world work, with Bobby at EDU Swarm. So we've got everything going for us. All we're missing is you. Now's the time. Take advantage of this opportunity. Be glad you're here where you're at. The system's up, running, works 100%. And again, folks, get back with the person who invited you to this call. Come back and see us next Thursday night. Keep an eye on your emails. We got some fun things we're planning, to put in place to take you to the top. So God bless each and every one of you, and bye for now.
Ain't got lost. They missed the turnoff. We waited for an hour for the turnoff, and waited. They told me to come back, but yeah, it was all good. They come down, did a bit more riding, and then they found